Hello, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Leah. I am the Scrappy Planner, and this is my channel where we go over lots of fun planner related content. So today I am actually refilming for you. I attempted to film this flip through of my pocket-sized Disney Traveler's Notebook. Unfortunately, I lost some footage and it cut off halfway through, and I didn't realize that until after it was uploaded. So I kind of took down that video and I'm filming it again today. So what I have here is my Foxy Fix number 2. This is the pocket-sized Traveler's Notebook. I apologize, I don't know the leather on this. I did buy this particular Traveler's Notebook from a buy-sell trade group, and it is the wide, so it does have the 6 strands, and it has this really pretty silver foil heart embossed on the spine, and it does have white stitching and white elastics. I did add a little Minnie Mouse bow charm up here that's kind of flipped around on the spine, and then this particular charm I purchased at Disney World, and it's just the Cinderella Castle, and it says Walt Disney World with a little charm there. These were in the Disney stores. They're like where you can build your own little charm bracelet. I think it's really geared for kids, but I liked the charms. I picked up some other ones as well, just because I thought they made fun embellishments to Traveler's Notebooks. So I want to flip through this because I am next weekend going to turn this into, I believe, my Valentine's Day Traveler's Notebook. So I'm currently carrying a Foxy number 2 Rowena as my everyday carry. And I'm going to switch over to this one for Valentine's Day and my Valentine's setup. So before I do that, let me flip through and show you how I used this book in planning and documenting our Christmas trip to Walt Disney World. So stay tuned if you want to see some more. All right, so inside, this one did come with the adhesive pockets. So this is the Foxy Fix Secretarial adhesive pocket here on the front, and it does have one in the back as well. Again, I bought it from a buy-sell trade group, and it came that way, so I'm guessing the original purchaser added them. And then I found these really cute little gift tags. I think I found these maybe at Michael's or somewhere. That are like Disney and Christmas, and so since this was my Christmas trip to Disney World, I used these to decorate, so you'll see a couple more of them in the book. Inside the front pocket here, these little stickers were some from some sheets I purchased at Michael's. Each one is actually a full box, like an Erin Condren size full box sticker, and they're just Christmas. I did use those in the book. You'll see them. I have this really cute like vinyl die cut that's like travel themed from Wonton and a Million, and thought that was adorable. I have these fun Disney cupcake stickers. I think I used a couple of those on the trip. And then these little peppermint mocha coffee girls, or hot chocolate. I suppose she could be drinking hot chocolate. I thought these were fun and seasonal, so I tossed them in there, as well as then this sheet of Disney Tsum Tsums, which you can see I didn't use any of, but I'll probably use them for future Disney stuff. Oh, and then here are some just little fun fashion girls that were winter themed, and I only used one of them, but kept them all in here. So all of these just stay tucked in this front pocket. And I did carry this notebook with me on our trip. I'll show you as we move into it. And actually threw it in our park bag each day so that I had our plans and stuff for the day. In this, and I'll just show you kind of how I use the whole thing. In this front right here, so this front section, we have one of the Foxy Fix dashboards. And I did add some scrapbook paper and little stickers for embellishment. This Mickey Mouse is actually part of the paper. He's not a sticker. And then on the inside, I have these little fireworks. I think those little gold fireworks stickers were from a Mambi sticker book. And then this journaling card is part of a sheet and a set that I bought from scrapbook.com. And then I just put these stickers from an old scrapbooking sheet that I had on a journaling card. This is just a piece of acetate from like Michael's that I cut down to put in here. And in the front, I have this, well, here's this die cut is from WilaWaloCo. I think this character is called Gertie. I think she's adorable, and she's got like, she's a little unicorn, and she's got her little Minnie Mouse ear headband on, so I thought she was fun. And then this is like the last quarter of 2017 calendar. This is a printable insert from Annie's Plans. I will link Annie's shop down below, as well as my discount code, which is 25% off of any purchase of $5 or more from her website. I believe that she's completely moved off of Etsy now, so I'll post the correct link for you. Anyway, this was what I used kind of for just some high level, yikes, planning. And then this, so here's where our trip started, and I just wrote down like the parks that we were going to each day so that I had just a quick review, yikes, of what we were doing each day as I was planning. I didn't use this for a whole lot more than that. I could see lots of different uses for this type insert, especially in vacation planning, etc. But that's how I use this particular insert. So here is the back side of that acetate. And then this was a journaling card, and not a journaling card, but a calendar die cut. And I can't remember who this came from, but it was a freebie with an order, and it is obviously December of 2017 and Christmas themed, so I thought that it went very well. And then this was just a die cut from Once More with Love that says Disney Till I Die. I thought she was really cute on here. And then the next one, so this is the next dashboard, so the next string. Here I just have some scrapbook paper. This is from that scrapbook.com set that I bought, as well as a journaling card, a little Fox and Pip bow die cut from her digital paper pack, and then little Mickey Mouse sticker here on the front. And then this one is the Secretarial pocket dashboard. So let me show you what I have inside this pocket. So this is another die cut from WilaWaloCo that is the Cinderella Castle, or this could be Sleeping Beauty Castle actually, now that I look at it, with the pink and blue and the Mickey balloons. So Disney, doesn't matter, very cute. And then I just have this little sampler from Sweet Ava's Paper, and another one from Exo Mamaplans Michelle, and this one just has this little Disney, and it's New Year's themed, and I stuck it in here and forgot that I had it, so silly me. I will put that with my samplers. And then I have 3 of these sheets from Michelle at Exo Mamaplans. 2 of these are Disney themed. These are the Disney balloons, and then the bow dividers, and then the Mickey head doodles. And I used, as you can see, I used a lot of these in my planning and journal here. So you'll see those as we flip through. And then these are just some little sheets from a Target dollar spot set with the Disney characters on them, and I thought it was kind of fun decoration. If I needed to jot some quick notes, I had it there. So let me stick all this stuff back in here. Even though we're going to take this notebook apart, not ready to do that just yet. Let's leave it all together until I'm ready to dissect. Okay, and then this next insert is also from Annie's Plans, and I kind of mashed a couple together. I tend to do that with her inserts. Since you're buying the digital file and you can print whatever you want in whatever order you want it in, you can really create your own custom inserts sort of from her digital file. So I'll show you what I did. I just put some scrapbook paper on the front and back and wrapped to make my own cover on this one. And then decorated the inside. This just says vacation mode. This little cute Minnie Mouse looking girl is from Jackie at Pink Paperplane. This sticker is from one of the Mambi sticker books. And then this actually is, I think, a week on 2 pages, horizontal. And this really was made for pocket rings. And I do have a pocket ring notebook as well. So I already had this particular digital file. This is undated. So I just printed it out and cut it down to the pocket traveler's notebook size. Even though they're slightly different, you can see the cut lines are a little different. I didn't care for what I was using it for, so not a big deal. This center insert I used for forward planning, or actually the trip planning itself. So my husband and I do a lot of Disney planning together. And this is where I was writing everything down as we were planning the trip itself. So all of these are the date and then the park hours for the park that we had chosen to go to. So I refer back to here. This is the park that we were selecting for the day. And so these are the park hours and any special events at that park that day that we wanted to kind of plan around or incorporate into our schedule. So I did that for the duration of our trip. And of course I just added some washi and stickers to make it look cute. Then I took Annie's travel insert and added the packing list and expenses insert. So this is another little die cut. This one is Tinkerbell. This is from, again, WilaWaloCo, and this is her little Gertie as Tinkerbell character. So I used the packing list, and then the expenses insert I have clipped together. And then on the back side, this is that same right here horizontal week on 2 pages insert. So this front part was like park hours and park events. And then on the back section, so again, it's the same dates, but this drills down a little bit further. So I have the park for the day, and then these were our fast passes and our dining reservations. So things that we knew were kind of set. So as we were making our fast pass selections, we would refer to this section and make those fast passes and write it down over here so that we knew what we were doing each day. So that's kind of how this section of the planner worked for us. And then on the back cover of this insert that I made myself, I have just these few little extra things. So I have this die cut here. This little Minnie Mouse girl, isn't she adorable? And then this was a paper fast pass that obviously we ended up not using, or I wouldn't still have it. And I'm just kind of keeping that as a souvenir. And then we have this fun little sampler from 4 Boy Chaos that had just a Christmas tree. There were some banners up here that I used and these snowflakes and stuff. So thought that was fun to have. And then this is from Pink Elephant Planning. And these are, I think you call it Sudoku puzzles. If you're watching Pink Elephant Planning, I want you to know that my 18-year-old son says that these are brilliant. He thought that this was a great idea. I did have another little single sample of one of these. I used 2 of them in this book. I'll show those to you. Oh, and then this is just a little paper bag that I cut down to keep any little scraps or odds and ends. It's empty right now. But those puzzles I did use. My daughter solved one successfully. I didn't check her math, so I'm going to take her word for it. And then I attempted one and got well into it until I figured out that it was wrong. So mine gets an epic fail, but my daughter's won. So that's, oh, and this, in case I didn't say it, this little pocket right here is just one of the Target Dollar Spot adhesive pockets. It fits like exactly inside a pocket-sized traveler's notebook insert if you cut it correctly. So that's what all of these are stuck into. And then this is the back side of that Secretarial pocket dashboard. So here, those are the goodies in the front. And so here in the back side, I have just a few little sticker sheets. So this one is the little Tinkerbell from the Coffee Monsterz Co. And then these are the little DP portables from Design Pandemonium. Vicky and Jessica are absolutely darling people, and they have this entire set, and they're like credit card size, like wallet size sticker sheets, and they have a very fun variety of samples on there. And this one is from like the rainbow set. I have that set, so I just pulled out some colors that I thought I might want on the trip and stuck those in there. And of course on the back here, we have this adorable bell sticker from Van Stickie. I'll link her down below. All right, and then the next dashboard, this one I posted a lot on the trip on both my Instagram and in Annie's Facebook group, and got a lot of comments and questions about it. So I thought I would show this to you in its entirety in the video. So again, this is just a Foxy Fix dash pocket, or I mean a dash sleeve, and I just have some scrapbook paper from that scrapbook.com. There's another one of those gift tags. I think I really bought those from Michael, so there's Goofy. This castle, this foil castle, I actually cut from a journaling card from this scrapbook.com pack that I bought. And this is also one of those journaling cards that I cut down from that same pack. So I just cut out the castle to make it look like a die cut, even though it was really a journaling card. And then this little Minnie Mouse girl is from Shelby at Miscellany Boulevard. And then here, this is just some vellum that I bought from Michael's and cut down. And this Mickey and Minnie Mouse with the fireworks is from an old sticker sheet that I had from my scrapbooking days. I don't know if they still sell them at Michael's and Joann's, but I got it at one of those stores. And then it's not Christmas because we go to Disney more than just at Christmas. So I made this one just generic Disney so that I can pull it out and use it in another Disney Traveler's Notebook. So this insert, I did, there's the back of that vellum. So I did add some scrapbook paper here from a Michael's paper pad. This just says Merry Christmas, and then I wrote 2017 on this piece, and then this one, here, I'll hold it up so you can see, it just says Home for the Holidays, and it's this cute little Mickey Mouse snow globe with a castle inside. That was a printable that I purchased off of Etsy. So these are Annie's. I did a little bit of franken-planing here. So on the front cover, and I only printed the inside, I didn't print the outside because I put scrapbook paper on to cover it up. This was from her vacation planning set. So this is just the countdown, and I use these really, really cute tiny little Tsum Tsum stickers from Jackie at Stardust Stickers here to count down the days. And I don't know if it starts maybe at 3 or 4 months or something, but I just kind of covered them up each day. I posted this on Instagram and y'all loved it too. So that's what's on the front cover, and the back cover is just some grid paper. So this is from Annie's travel planning insert. And then inside here, this is her day on 2 page timed. So it's undated, but it is timed. So the hour, let me flip here. It goes from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. here. And the times are all down the side. And then you have this column, which is grid lined. That is the width, as you can see, of a full box. And then this entire page over here is just grid. Now, I will tell you that I got creative because I needed like 11 or 12 days worth of pages in here to do our entire trip. And it started on a Friday and ended on a Tuesday. So Annie's inserts are not made that way. But what I did was I sat down and figured out how to print them so that I could have Friday to Tuesday all in sequential order. In retrospect, if you don't want to do that, just print out the number of days that you need because they are undated. You can just use a date cover here and make it whatever day you want, and it'll be a whole lot easier than what I did. But anyway, that's kind of how I did it. So I will show you this book and talk about how I used it during the trip. So this was twofold. This was our daily schedule as well as some journaling and memory keeping. So here, Friday, December the 15th, I went to work. So it says work, not very exciting. And this little girl is like just in her winter clothes because I thought she was cute because we worked all day. We did have our holiday party kind of wrap up at the office that day. And then right here, it just says drive to Disney with the castle. So we drove and got there. We got there much later than 8 p.m. because we live just outside of Atlanta, Georgia, and it's about a 7 to 8 hour drive depending on traffic, etc. So anyway, that's just not a whole lot of fun excitement on this particular day. It says, oh, what fun, with some cute Disney washi that I found on Etsy as well. And then over here, this is that puzzle, the Sudoku puzzle that my daughter did, and she says that it's right. I believe her. I didn't check it. Anyway, we'll get to mine, which is an epic fail later. And then here is kind of where the fun stuff happens. So every day I went in and filled in our plans. So these, like breakfast at Kona Cafe, that was a reservation that we had. Lunch at Crystal Palace was a reservation that we had. Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear, those were fast passes that we had booked. And then decorate the tree and watch a holiday movie. So most of this, and then it just says Magic Kingdom right here, so you can see these were plans that we made when we were pre-planning, and I just filled our fast passes in each day as close to the time that it was scheduled as possible. And then over here, I had this fun countdown from Coffee Monsterz Co. It was just a little Christmas countdown. And these were just some little highlights. Of course, I added some stickers and washi to make it fun. So here we picked up pizza for dinner and put up our Christmas tree in our room. So we did put up a little Christmas tree in our hotel room since we were there. We were there on Christmas Day. So, of course, we had to have a tree. So, anyway, and then it says today's attractions. This is really just kind of some memory keeping. So this is everything that we rode or saw that day. So I'll just flip through this and show you, yikes, day by day, how I used it. And I incorporated just a lot of fun stickers. So these right here, I used almost every day. These are a Christmas story quotes, and they are also from Jackie at Strawberry Frosted. I'll be sure to link her shop down below. These little coffee cups are from Coffee Monsterz Co. I do have some, let's see, here's Fox and Pip. And then I have some Once More with Love girls in here. So these are some presents that appeared under the tree I made note of. And then right here it says from Starbucks to Star Wars. We made it all day in Hollywood Studios, open to close, which for us is a feat because we never stay in a theme park literally all day long, and we did. So, and then this washi down here is from Wonton and a Million. I will link her shop down below. I used her washi a lot in here. So this big abominable snowman, to me he looks like the Yeti, and we went to Animal Kingdom on this day and rode Expedition Everest, so I thought that the Yeti wrapped up in the Christmas lights was fun and appropriate for this day. This was from a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer sticker book found in the Target One Spot. And so of course I continued with my countdown, some more washi. This is one of those stickers from the Michaels sticker pad. And then here's, like, we went shopping over at Downtown Disney, and I just kind of made a list of all the different stores that we went to, and this cute little, you'll have to see her, she's adorable. The little shopping munchkin with the little sale. I thought she was fun. I did put these little Mickey Mouses, little Mickey icons from Michelle at XO Mamaplans on each day. Those are my hidden Mickeys is what you call them. So that's how I put those in every day. This Santa Claus is actually a sticky note. And I don't know, no, I don't have it in here. It was from a little booklet at Michael's that had a bunch of different shaped sticky notes in there. And I thought Santa was really pretty and fun. And then, you know, like there's one of those little bow dividers. There's my hidden Mickey. This little shopping girl, I forget who she's from. If I can find the sheet that she came off of, I'll link that down below. Most of this Christmas washi I found at Michael's. So you can see, and then here's a little baking girl. Even though I didn't bake cookies myself, we did decorate Christmas cookies at a party at our resort at Old Key West. So that was fun, and I thought she was appropriate. So very fun stuff here. So this is how I kind of documented each day. And I would get up in the mornings and go sit out on our balcony. At the resort, we had just a little balcony that had like 2 chairs and a table out there. And I would sit and make sure that I had our plans that were like hard plans for the day written in. And then the stuff that was flexible, I would just kind of leave open. And I would document these usually at the end of the day when I was crawling into bed. I would sit and write down. I kept notes on like my phone, and I would reference my phone at the end of the day to make sure I was writing down the correct stuff. This was December the 22nd. It says Christmas with Bailey and Trent on this little Santa sticky note with the present and the balloons. Our kids actually talked us into doing Christmas early at Disney World. So my youngest child is 18. If you don't know me in person and you've never met him, he is 6'3". So not a little boy. So I don't have small children anymore. So Christmas on December the 22nd was totally fine. I was going to make them wait until Christmas Day, but they really just beat me down about it, for lack of a better term, and I gave in because we're at Disney World, so why not have fun with it? So as you can see, this was a very full day that we ended by doing Christmas. So the next day, we actually kind of took it easy. We slept in a little bit. We didn't get up super, super early. We only rode a few rides. I said just chilling because we really took a nap. And then we went over to see some friends. One of my husband's friends from college moved down to the Orlando area last year. So he and his wife, they've become friends of mine as well, invited us over to their house for dinner. So we went and hung out with them for a while. And then here is Christmas Eve. So we did a lot on Christmas Eve. And here we had our Christmas Eve dinner at the Hoop-Dee-Doo Musical Review. So I have this little, this is from Wonton a Million too, this little guy that's singing over here. So here we go. And then Christmas Day, this was our Christmas Day. So this, again, this is from that same Target sticker pad, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer sticker pad. And so is this one. So I incorporated a lot of those in here. Of course, you've got the Christmas story quote down here. Another, this is a sticky note from the Michaels pad. So I don't know if these were from the same pack of sticky notes or different ones, but anyway, the concept's the same. And then I just added the really cute Fox and Pip girl. We just had desserts at Be Our Guest, which is a very highly sought after restaurant at the Magic Kingdom that night. So these were our fast passes, the rides that we rode that day. You know, we took it easy. We had a kind of a late breakfast, almost a brunch, and then we went back to our room and just chilled out for a while and watched a Christmas movie. This Christmas movie, Christmas in the Smokies, was on like, I think Lifetime TV, and it was filmed and set in our hometown. So it was kind of cool. We were watching this movie on Christmas Day while we were in Florida, and we were watching our hometown, and you know, we recognize obviously the buildings and the landmarks in our town on TV. So that was kind of fun. We did go see the new Star Wars movie at Downtown Disney, which is now Disney Springs, and then went over to the Magic Kingdom at night. So super full day. We started packing the car because we decided we were leaving out early the next morning. So this is our trip home, so not as fun and eventful. This is where we, you know, drove home all day. We had to pick up our dogs from the kennel and stuff, so that was the reason we left so early this time. And you see this one, this says, "Oh fudge." This is one of those Christmas story quotes. This was my attempt at the puzzle. So you can see it's not even complete, and I figured out that it was wrong. So once I figured out that it was wrong and it was like too far gone to correct it, I just gave up. So the "Oh fudge" sticker was totally appropriate. Here's another one of those unused fast passes that we ended up with. I just stuck it in there. So there we go. Oh, and then the very front, I didn't talk about this. This right here, it says Festival of the Holidays. Epcot every year has a candlelight processional where they read the traditional Christmas story from the Bible, and they have guest narrators. They're usually celebrity guests. And they have dining packages that you can book. They have, I think it's 3 shows per night. And if you book lunch, you get the early show, which is 5 o'clock. So you can see that's what we did. The lunch is priced less than the dinners. It is a price fix menu that for the candlelight package. You can wait in line and get standby seating for the candlelight processional. But my understanding is you can wait 3, 4, or 5 hours and you're not guaranteed seating. So with the dining package, you are guaranteed seating. My husband and I literally booked these in July when we were at Disney World. We were online and on our phone booking the dining packages to get the narrator that we wanted. And we were really, really crossing our fingers and hoping for Neil Patrick Harris. And I think we booked 3 or 4 different days of dining packages just to see what narrator we liked the best. We did get Neil Patrick Harris, so we kept that dining reservation, and then we gave the others back. We didn't keep them. We canceled them so that someone else could take advantage of those days. But we did lunch at Restaurant Marrakesh, which is in the Morocco Pavilion at Epcot, and saw the 5 o'clock show with Neil Patrick Harris narrating the Christmas story. They do have a full orchestra on stage. They have a giant choir. They have bugles. It's really a pretty neat production. So your ticket is actually a sticker. So when I was done, of course, it's a sticker. I had to preserve it. So here it is. So that's what that is on the front of that book. I didn't talk about that. Anyway, so that's how I use this day on 2 pages. Again, these are the undated inserts from Annie. So it just has the day of the week, and I wrote in the date. They are timed down the left-hand side with another column here. And then you have this full day grid that's just blank. So it's just a blank slate. You can do whatever you want to with it. So those were very fun and functional for me for our trip. And then this is just the back side of that dashboard that we saw already. The next insert I have in here was, this was my journal, my actual like traveler's journal, if you will. I've never done one of those before, and this was a lot of fun. I was inspired by other YouTubers, especially Michelle at Mamaplans. She's done these before and kind of shown snippets on her channel. So I was really inspired by that and wanted to journal on this trip and wanted to keep like special records and memories of everything that we did each day, since this was a long trip and it was over Christmas. So here, this is just a vellum dashboard. This piece of vellum just has stars in this gold embossing on it. And I think I bought this at Michael's or Joann's, possibly Hobby Lobby, but I'm not real sure. And cut it down to size. And then this giant castle sticker that is so adorable is from Lacey at Studio Adorkable. I will be sure to link her shop down below. And I did stick it onto the vellum. Again, this is not Christmas specific. I mean, the stars could be used for anything. So I will use this vellum for another Disney trip. This insert is one that I just made myself. It is just black scrapbook paper cut down to size. And then I wrapped another piece of Christmas scrapbook paper out on the outside of it to make the cover. So this is just a Christmas themed piece of paper and then plain black paper on the inside. And then here's another one of those candlelight processional stickers that I'm keeping for posterity, just so that we can remember that. This is another sticky note from one of those Michael sticky note pads that I talked about. I will kind of create this into a title page, if you will, or a cover page for the journal itself. I just haven't done that yet, obviously. And then this first page, I need to write down some things that I haven't done yet. But I decorated each of the pages. This was some 12 Days of Christmas washi. It was a tube I found at Michael's. So I decorated the entire book with that, like each day is, you know, day 1, day 2, whatever. And then I used gold and silver Pilot G2s. I bought the gold and silver metallic, and I don't have those in here with me, so I apologize. To write, and I alternated between gold and silver because I didn't know which one I would like the best. But every day I just dated the day and then wrote down just some highlights, what we did. And then over here it says today's attractions up here on each one. And this is, you know, the rides and shows that we did for that day at that park. And then this is just all memory keeping. So I pretty much sat down each night when we got back to our hotel room, or first thing in the morning when I talked about, you know, I'd be outside having my coffee. If I had my daily plans all written out for the day and, you know, some highlights or decorated whatever I want, then I would sit down and kind of journal about the day before if I hadn't done that already. And I did this every day so that I could keep up with it, because I knew, looking back on even a 10-day trip, it's hard to remember what you did every day and, you know, your thoughts about it and things like that. So that's what this is. So I'll just kind of flip through here quickly so that you can see how each day turned out. And I just added some fun stickers. I do carry a little bag with me when I travel that has stickers and washi samples and pens and things like that that I think I might want to use on my trip that coordinate with whatever theme I'm using. So you know, that's where I kept most of the stuff that you didn't see in this book, was in my little travel planner bag. So this is just where I kept track of everything. And I added just a lot of fun Christmas themed stickers. There's another one of those Santa sticky notes. I told you I really liked him. And then washi tapes. This is, you know, washi tape from Michael's. These little castle stickers were from Jackie at Pink Paperplane. They're perfect for our Magic Kingdom days. Of course, I have some Once More with Love munchkins in here. This is that Christmas washi that I found on Etsy. This is some more of the Wonton and a Million washi. So I just had a lot of fun with this. I just thought the black paper and the gold and silver pens were something different that, you know, you just don't, I don't know, it's not what you normally use for journaling. And it was a fun element. And again, the black paper really was inspired by Michelle at Exo Mamaplans. I totally drew inspiration from her and what she does in her setups and had a lot of fun with it. So Michelle, thanks girl, if you're watching this. I appreciate the inspiration. So this is kind of how the journal turned out. This is the back cover. I just added some fun Christmas stickers, and then I'll wrap it up here. But that's how that journal turned out. So this really was just a memory keeping journal. So I will keep this with my inserts and stuff. I'll probably keep, I'll keep both of these actually for memory keeping about this particular trip, as well as some photos and stuff. And then these last two inserts, I actually ended up not using, but not mad about it. This is just a pale pink lined insert. This was part of a 3-pack that I found at Staples one day. And I stuck it in here. We are going to Disneyland this year, which is in California. So I have been to Disneyland really for just like a day, but my family has never been. So since my son is graduating from high school this year, that is kind of his senior trip, is for us to fly to California and go to Disneyland. So we're super excited about that. And I will use this notebook probably for my Disneyland planning. Of course, I chose the pink just because their castle out there is pink, and that's just what it reminds me of. So I'll find something fun to put on the front of this, or say Disneyland. And because we as a family have never been there, we just have tons of planning to do. So I didn't get any of that planning done on this trip, even though I had intended to. But obviously I'll just keep the notebook and move it over to whatever book I decide to use for that trip. And then this is another journaling card that I cut down from that scrapbook.com set. Of course, we have Pluto tags stuck in here, and here are the little tails from that tag. I thought it was cute just to leave them sticking out. This is a magnetic bookmark here from Adorably Amy. Oh, I forgot I have this little sampler stuck inside here. So this is just a little magnetic bookmark that I stuck on the front, and I kept another one of her little samplers like the one I showed you earlier right here. This was Annie's holiday insert, and I had intended to use it, and as you can see, I didn't get around to it. It's undated and all, so I will just keep this and save it for Christmas this year. I'm sure I will find a very fun use for it. I've seen so many different ideas on Instagram and in her Facebook group, so be sure to check those out. And then here's the back of that dashboard. It just has some scrapbook paper, and then this was a big Mickey Mouse sticker from my scrapbooking stash. And then here is the back pocket. This is the, again, the Secretarial adhesive pocket. And it came like this. So I have these things stuck in here. This kind of die cut, quote die cut. It says, all you need is a little bit of faith, trust, and pixie dust. And this again is from WilaWaloCo. And I have it clipped in here with 2 paper clips, so I don't really want to undo those right now, just so she wouldn't get moved or bent. And then back here, this is one of those sheets. These are the little stickers that I used on my countdown from Jackie at Strawberry Frosted. So I have an extra sheet of those. And then this little sheet is from WilaWaloCo, and it has these little tiny castles. And then there's the quote that I just read you in sticker form, and the little Gertie as Tinkerbell on here. So I'll use that in my next Disney Traveler's Notebook. And then these are some old lights stickers that I have from a shop that is unfortunately no longer in business. So sorry, I can't link that one. And then these were some tickets that we got for the House of Blues, but we ended up not being able to use them. So they're just kind of stuck in here. I stuck them in there during the trip in case we used them, but we didn't. So there they are. And then this over here, this is my bookmark page marker. I've shared before, especially in my micro plan with me's, that I like to keep heavy, like laminated bookmarks that are essentially the same size as the page of my traveler's notebook. So I'll show you, this fits here, and you can see it's like a full size of the page itself. I use these to bear down on to give myself a hard surface. I don't take my inserts in and out typically when I'm writing in them. So I like to make these bookmarks that fit, so it gives me a hard flat surface to write on. That's just me. So this was just a piece of scrapbook paper from a pad at Michael's, and then this was like a little journaling card off of that same, I think the same paper pad that I cut out and added to here. I have a snowflake punch, so I just added some snowflakes. And then on the back, this does have, if I can stick my finger in there, this is one of those adhesive pockets, if you can see from the Target dollar spot. Like I said, they are, if you're very careful, it's the exact width of the pocket size insert. So I did stick this on the back of here, and inside there I just have this journaling card that says snowed in and loving it. That's kind of Christmassy with the snowman. So this is here, this is what the bookmark, page marker, writing board, whatever you want to call it, looks like. Again, that's just some scrapbook paper that I used and laminated. And then there's another one of those full box stickers from Michael's. You can see I used one and not the other. And then Minnie Mouse is just a cute little tag embellishment there. So there we go. I just stuck it there, and then her little tails stick out. So that is the entire flip through of this book, cover to cover. I hope that you enjoyed it. Again, it's very decorative, but this was super functional for us on the trip. And so now you see how I use the entire book on the trip. It got lots of comments and questions on Instagram and on Facebook while I was traveling, so I wanted to be sure to share that with y'all. Again, I will probably be using this TN for my Valentine's Day setup. I'm getting together with some girlfriends next weekend, and we're going to be doing a Galentine's party and setting up our Valentine's themed traveler's notebooks. So before I switch this one out, I wanted to be sure to film for y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and I will link all of the shops mentioned today so that you can go check out the stuff for yourself. Thanks again, y'all. I will see you in the next one. Bye.